Well, off the track this past week, it was a lot of headlines surrounding Kyle Busch after he was clocked doing 128 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone. He is back here this weekend and racing, and earlier in the media center, he issued this apology.
Well, it was a car that was on loan from me from Lexus, and you know, it wasn't that it was a toy. It's a high-performance vehicle, and that you know, shouldn't be taken lightly, and should be driven with caution. Obviously, I didn't have caution, and I had a lack in judgment, and that you know, there's probably a reason why in TV commercials and such they always show at the bottom professional driver closed course, and mine was not that. So again, I apologize sincerely to all those affected, and that all I can do is try to make sure it doesn't happen again, and that I make sure that lack of judgment doesn't overcome me.
Now, one question a lot of race fans had throughout the week, Hermie, was the fact that if Kyle Busch were to lose his driver's license, would he be able to compete in NASCAR? You have to have a NASCAR license to compete in NASCAR, not a state driver's license. So the answer to that is yes, he could still compete.
Yeah, you got to be 18, but you don't have to have a valid driver's license from your state to compete in NASCAR. But I think, let me get this clear. I in no way condone running 128 mile an hour in a 45 mile per hour zone. But I think we're making a lot of, really overdoing it with this story. And I think a lot of it is because it's Kyle Busch. If most anybody else had that situation, they'd be like, wow, what was going on? Glad nobody got hurt, and move on. I mean, I think he understands he made a mistake, but the bottom line is, nobody got hurt. He's going to pay his penalty to the law and to whatever Joe Gibbs decides the penalty is, but I really think we're making too much out of this.
Well, Randy Pemberton, what's your take on this situation? I know you've had a lot of questions yourself about this thing throughout the week.
Well, behind me, we've got the 18 team pushing their car through inspection. I think one of the things I think about is, not only Kyle Busch and Joe Gibbs and, of course, NASCAR as a whole, but you have to wonder, how does this stuff continuously happening to Kyle Busch on and off the racetrack, how does this affect the race team, and what are those guys going through? Because there's some, 300-400 employees over there at Joe Gibbs, and you have to wonder what they're going through, particularly here this weekend. Will they perform? Will they be focused?
Randy, thanks a lot. We'll certainly keep an eye on this situation as Joe Gibbs Racing says they continue to look into the incident.